know what it is, but I find it so easy to get bored by my own photography. Like, there's something about being so familiar with the tools that you use that the images almost get predictable. And don't get me wrong, sometimes that is totally necessary. Like, if you're working a professional gig, yeah, you should be familiar with the tools and know the results you're gonna get. But really what I'm talking about is when I'm photographing or taking photos for fun. Like, I like being surprised by photos. When I choose the right lens and the right composition and yet the images still come out looking better than I thought, it feels great. So to prevent my images from ever feeling stale, I like to switch it up every now and again. I try out different aspect ratios or shooting styles or different kinds of lenses, or in today's case, filters. So today I want to talk to you about the 7Artisans Quarter Soft Mist. The Quarter Soft Mist is a diffusion filter, very similar to the Tiffen ProMist series. And what I really like about diffusion filters are the way that they kind of soften skin and bloom highlights and give an overall sort of vintage film look. This can be especially beneficial if you're shooting on something sharp like the Sigma Art Series lenses, or even this native L mount lens that I'm using on my Lumix right now. There are a few reasons why these filters can contribute towards your image looking more filmic, and those can generally be broken down into the lifting of the shadows, the overall softened look, as well as halation. I will be doing a full deep dive into this subject and how you can achieve a more filmic look in a different video. So if that sounds interesting to you, then why don't you subscribe and just keep a lookout.
Till 2 a.m. I was breathing hard, had sweaty hands. Couldn't seem to get my nerves down. Stomach's in my throat, can't make a sound.
So there are a few things I really like about the 7Artisans Soft Mist, and the first is the price. You see, to get a 82mm Tiffen ProMist filter, you're gonna be paying around $155 US. Now, to get the equivalent 7Artisans filter, you're gonna be paying just $42. That is insane to me. You see, when I started shooting, the only real option you had were these more expensive name brands like Tiffen. So to be able to get a diffusion filter for under $50 is mind-blowing. The other thing I really like is the size. You see, it comes in at just 5.4 millimeters thin and fits almost perfectly on the front of my lens. This is great because it means I can still use my lens cap and lens hood from the lens. Whereas with the Tiffen filters, I found that it made that outer diameter just too wide to use the same cap and hood. Along with that, it's only 15 grams, so insanely light. I genuinely forget that I even have it on there to begin with. But it's not all roses when it comes to this filter. You see, there is one thing I really don't like about it, and that is its lack of strength diversity. You may wonder, what is strength diversity? And you see, diffusion filters often come in a variation of strengths. Generally, it's a full, a half, a quarter, and an eighth. For whatever reason, the soft mist only comes in a quarter. And this makes no sense to me because 7Artisans' other diffusion filter, the black mist, comes in other strengths. So while a quarter is an excellent all-round kind of strength, there were times when it was just too much. Like, sure, during the day, I loved the look. The way that it bloomed out the sky really just gave a very organic looking image. But at night, I felt like the halation around the street lights and sort of any of the building lights and car headlights especially, it was just way too much and just overcrowded the image. So I really would have preferred to use something like an eighth in that kind of situation. Overall, I am a big fan of this filter. You know, it has a lot going for it, the price being the main thing. But contrary to how it sounds, I'm not trying to sell you on this filter. You see, I have no affiliation whatsoever with the company. Yes, I'm a big fan of the filter, but I purchased it with my own money. No, what's more important to me about this filter is what it represents. As a photographer, it represents an opportunity to play, an opportunity to just feck around, explore, and just try something new out. And really, that is what the heart of this video is about. You should be taking the time to just get out there and try something out for the sake of it. Like, yes, it's great to be inspired by some of the banger shots we see on social media and to want to recreate those, but by doing that, you're not going to be finding your own voice. It's important to get out there and just try things out. See what you like and see what you don't like. Get a vintage lens, a filter, try shooting in black and white, try some new editing styles, try shooting on film, just try anything. And more importantly, just have fun doing it. So yeah, if you're looking for something to play with, then I'd recommend trying out the 7Artisans Soft Mist. Thank you so much for checking out this video. And if you made it this far into it, I really, really appreciate it. If you end up getting either this filter or one similar to it and you post any results you get, please tag me so I can see. I'd really love to see what you're putting out there. And lastly, I want to hear about the last time you felt like you really played. Whatever it is, I just want to hear about the time when you felt like you were really playing. My name is Robin, and I'll see you in the next one.